start us up. Because
Good job.
then we start on time, and then we end on
Yay.
time. And then
Yay.
Jocelyn gets to be a responsible adult, which is shitty, but, you know, it's what...
I was going to say, we really shouldn't be aiming for that. Like, that makes me really sad. I don't want to adult. I've spent, like, the first 33 years of my life trying not to adult.
Oh,
like,
no.
that makes me really sad.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what are you doing?
We're muted now. Sorry.
Okay.
I just had to, listen to you guys doing your E3 coverage, so I'm like, oh, the sound is there.
Oh.
Yeah, good job, Ben. Good job. You screwed that up.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
It's fine now. We're all fine.
Anyway, the point is, adulting is awful.
Adulting is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it.
God, you want to talk about adulting? I have to be responsible and, work tomorrow.
All you ever do is work, Ben.
Yeah.
I know. I have to. We're
Stop
switching
working
to a
so
new
much.
system. I have to.
Do they pay
Right.
you many extra dollars because you're working on a Saturday?
Oh, they do now because of a law that was proposed that was going to happen that didn't happen. They switched me from salary to hourly, so now I'm raking in the dough.
Nice. Okay. Well, as long as you're getting paid for it.
Yeah. Well, let's just say that tomorrow is making sure that I can make it to Nerdtacular and back.
Nice.
Well played. I mean, I guess that's important. That sounds good. My goal tomorrow is to avoid the sun at all costs. And
Yes.
maybe go see Wonder Woman again, which is counter to avoiding the sun, but
Yeah, the outside part
I'm
sucks.
kind of dying to see that movie again. So,
Me too.
E3.
all right, we'll all go see the movie. Forget adulting. We're gonna just go see the movie.
We should go see it in Utah.
Oh,
I'd
we
be fine with
should.
that. John, you are flying in, right? We're not taking you?
Yeah, I'm flying in and flying back.
Okay, when are you arriving in Utah?
Thursday.
Lame.
I know.
You should get on the Tuesday team with us.
I didn't get much of a say because I'm sharing a hotel room, so I had to share. I had to get the same times that the hotel was being occupied, and
You know what?
it turns
I'm sharing
out
a hotel
it
room
was
too.
short.
Yeah, we still got on Team Tuesday, so I don't know what's wrong with you.
I know. I'm sad. I'm sad about it. It's gonna be a short trip, but it's fine.
When are you leaving?
Like
leaving Snowbird, not here.
Sunday.
Lame.
Man.
I know.
Should have got on Team Monday.
I know.
What is wrong with you? You have
Well,
a
to
bad
be fair,
trip planner.
This is his first Nerdtacular, so he doesn't understand the whole you need extra days.
Yeah. I would have, like, if it were up to me, I would have stayed longer, but there were no
when you're
hotels when
packing
I was
up-
looking.
Well, we have a floor in our hotel room.
Yeah, we do.
You missed out, dude. You missed out.
Well, I'm sad. I am. Because I have the time off, actually. So it's just going to end up being time off here because I anticipated going down for longer. But
Yep. You'll be packing up on Sunday, and we'll be sitting there with our beers, and we'll be like, ha, 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 ha. We don't
It's
have
like,
to
oh,
leave
what are you
till
doing?
tomorrow.
Oh, guess what? I'm gonna go take a trip down the little roller coaster luge thing they've got.
Yeah.
You're
We're
packing?
gonna roller coaster
Oh.
luge. So as
Yeah.
you're walking down with your bags, we'll be whipping by you on the luge thing, going, ha ha.
Yeah, we're all, see ya.
I'm glad the cameras aren't on so people can't watch my heart break. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Wow.
All right, should we start the show?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
All
I
right,
think so.
we should start the show.
So are we gonna make Joss actually do an intro, or do you want to just have me continue and jump right in for it?
What if Jocelyn had to go back in time to prevent us from interrupting her intro?
What?
But we kept interrupting the intro anyway.
Until we, kept unraveling that onion.
I'm so confused. Onions and time travel? What?
Okay, the most important part, Jocelyn, is that you just need to do the intro. And we will definitely not interrupt it.
All right.
You know what? I totally just want to name the episode Onions and Time Travel.
Which no one will understand because it was in the pre-show.
I'll put it in the post, maybe.
All right. This is Jocelyn from The Angry Chicken and For Azeroth, and you're listening to Azeroth Roundtable.
My God, you successfully went back in time and prevented us from
Oh my gosh.
interrupting.
I was going to interrupt many times, but something stopped me.
Clearly, yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
I don't
Ooh,
even know
magic.
how that happened.
Welcome to Azeroth Roundtable, episode 100. No, we're on 200 now. 221. My name is Ben Bumhofer, and with me, as always, is John Jagger. How's it going, John?
Hello, Ben. It's Friday night
Hi.
here in Azeroth again, and
What?
we're going to take a seat at the round table again. But joining us once again is Jocelyn.
Again.
Jocelyn. Yeah, we forgot to add the extra again in there. Good job, John.
It's going to be...
You screwed it up already.
Well, hold on.
It's okay, we can fix
do
it.
it again. We can go back.
Again.
Hey everybody, it's Friday night here in Azeroth, and we're taking a seat at the round table. Joining us this week is
Again.
Jocelyn. Nope, I decided... Nope, now you ruined it. Hey everybody, it's Friday night
It's gonna
in
be a
Azeroth.
really long show.
Thought you were going to get out of here on time.
Oh my
man.
gosh, Jocelyn, you realize you just interrupted John.
I did
You
for
did.
the first time ever.
Crap. Hey everybody, it's Friday night in Azeroth, and that's awesome because that means we're here at the round table, and joining us this week is Jocelyn. Hey Joss.
Hey, John.
Hey Ben.
Okay.
He's not even gonna greet you anymore. He's just like, all right, this joke has gone on long enough. Let's just do the show.
Sorry, did you need me to be more enthusiastic?
No, whatever you feel. Do what's in your heart, Ben.
Say, 'cause
You
we can...
do you, Ben.
Okay. Well, so John, I well, you know, I'm going to ask this as if I didn't see you because you're my friend on BattleNet, but have you by any chance had a you know, a shot at trying to save Chromie from dying?
I like how hard you tried just now to not use the word chance twice.
Yeah, wasn't that great?
It was not. Nobody would have noticed that you were trying to duck that one. It was.
Nope.
I'm glad nobody called attention to it.
That's because I'm a professional, John.
Well played, sir. Yeah. Hey, guess what? I just did it. And
Did you actually save her?
You did it?
oh no, I did it for the first.
Oh.
I tried
Oh.
for the very first time. Man, if I got it in one try. Come on here, I'm just like, this content's stupid. It took me 15 minutes. And no, I failed miserably. I went to the Ruby Dragon Shrine and I got up to the Lich, and I was doing quite well, I must say. And then she died from the Lich killing her, and I was like, oh, he was attacking her? Crap.
Oh, that's no good.
I was one hit away from killing the Lich, which I'm guessing saves the Ruby Dragon Shrine. Maybe. I don't know. It seemed like it was structured in such a way. But,
I was gonna say, like, how spoilery are we gonna get? Because I've gotten up to like 7.5 out of 8. So,
You know what?
Ooh.
I think that I want to actually really dig in and talk about this. So if you
Okay.
don't want to be spoiled about the
hang up now,
the
John.
Chromie scenario. Oh, he doesn't care. He
bye,
doesn't care.
everybody.
Seriously though, we're gonna jump
We're
into
gonna
this
deep
because
dive and okay.
I love this scenario. I love this content. I have gotten I've gotten to 7 available, but I didn't have time other than just Tuesday night of actually getting in there, so I haven't fully completed any of those things. But again, I've had 7 things unlocked to do.
Okay.
So, John,
Okay. Hi. Hello.
the best way that I could describe what happens as you progress through this is, you know, in movies when, you know, the plot or the writer wants someone to seem like they're crazy, then so they put all these pictures up on the wall and then strings tied all over the place, and they're trying to figure out a mystery or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens without the strings and the pictures, because you do something and then it unravels and wheels back to something else, and then you go to like this other dragon shrine and then you do something and then it unravels and wheels back to something else, to the point where I believe, now I could be wrong because I've only gotten 7 things to do, there's probably 8 things you need to do in order to actually finish this whole thing
Nice.
Yes, there are 8 things that you need to do in 15 minutes.
in 15 minutes.
That's awesome.
And I mean, okay, so you start off, you need to do something in 4 of the Dragon Shrines.
Yep.
But so John, you were so close to opening up the next bit that has to do with the Ruby Dragon Shrine.
Nice. I was one hit away. You might say.
But
freaking
the
Chromie
great
had to
thing
get
is,
stuck in some ice and die. I don't even know what's up with her.
Stupid ice.
Stupid ice.
But the best part about it is that as you play more and you gain your reputation with her, because of that, you're able to unlock so much more. And I just love the structure of this whole thing and how it works.
So when I
can I just say one thing about the whole rep grinding talent thing?
Oh, sure.
I was so excited because I watched the Q&A before I actually went in and tried it. And I was really, really excited because I thought this was going to be like the first piece of content in Legion that wasn't really time gated. I was so wrong because I was totally misled in the Q&A because he said, basically gave the impression that one of like the longest research of the talents was like 16 hours, I think was the number that he said. Well, it turns out that was just him giving like an example of like you start doing the research on something and go, oh, well, I've been trying for like 8 hours, so maybe I'll just come back in 16 hours because it turns out the first 2 talents are free. And then after that, it's literally days at a time.
Oh my gosh.
So I was just like, screw you, random Blizzard guy that I can't even remember which one it was.
Really? Because, okay, so the way that I found it is...
so mad.
So I've been going through and working on the rep up with her, and like every single like hourglass that I get where rep is an option, I just choose that.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose the talent. Really?
Yeah. Because okay, so I hit Time Lord my first night of doing this because I was doing the same thing. I was like grabbing all the rep I could possibly get. But the thing is, since the talents are time gated, like I only have to be like the 3rd rank of talents, like because I can't unlock anything past that. So being a Time Lord this early is useless because it's time gated because it's Legion.
Oh.
Yeah.
That just made it not as much fun for me.
I know.
Oh. Because I was like, okay, in my free time this weekend, the little that I have, I'm going to go through, get Time Lord, and see if I can crack this whole thing out and beat it.
Wouldn't that be lovely, Ben?
You just broke my heart.
But yeah, so I think her 3rd talent, so the first 2 talents are free. Her 3rd talent takes a day. Her 4th talent takes a day. Then I think it's 3 days and then 5 days.
So what you're saying is you can't just swap back and forth and everything.
Well, you can't. Once you learn a tier, you can swap back and forth.
Okay.
Because that was the other thing. I selected the rep tier in the 3rd talent and then hit Time Lord. And I was like, I don't need rep anymore, but there's no way to cancel this research. Like, what's going to happen in a day?
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm either going to be kind of happy or really pissed. So I was kind of happy because you can just instantly switch between the two once you learn the tier. So I was like, whew, that was close.
That makes it better for me. And so this just means that I just need to get to the next level and then hit it. And then, hey, guess what? I'll just not do it for a day. And so I mean, it's
kind of bad.
Yeah, because I mean, it's one of those things where there's content that I'm really loving and enjoying and wanting to do, and like I could see myself doing this over multiple characters to see how the different classes and their dynamics and everything kind of fit with that. Because I went in and I changed my spec to Windwalker because I'm like, hey, I can't melee these things to death as a healer very fast, so there's no way I'm going to beat this time limit. So I swapped, and then I'm like, okay, well now since I know that she gets talents to like tank and do all this other stuff, I might switch back to heals and see how I do with that. And but yeah, okay.
So yeah, I was really disappointed because I felt the same way. I think on Wednesday night, I believe, I started playing it and I was getting like better and better, and I was actually playing it as a tank, as my pally, and I had Chromie healing, and I was doing pretty well. I was consistently getting about 5, so I was clearing the 4 dragon shrines and then clearing one of the events past the dragon shrine pretty consistently as a tank. Plus I was learning to tank, so it was pretty cool, and I was using that kind of as a tool to learn. And then once I got to the point where I was able to choose the talents and stuff for Chromie where she could either heal or tank, I was like, I might actually try healing again, because the first time I went in, I tried healing and I failed miserably.
Oh yeah,
It's like it was
it doesn't
so
work.
bad. So then I made Chromie a tank and I switched to healer, and I've just been wrecking. I've been getting 6 out of 8 pretty consistently. And then so yeah, I got one scenario where I got halfway through the 8th one, and then my time ran out, and I was like, no. So I was so close to actually completing it, but like I played so long and so hard because I just queued in like 15 minutes over and over and over again. Like my hands hurt because it was like, it's this super time intensive content, right? So you're never not pushing buttons. So I was doing it for probably like 4 or 5 hours of just like, and like so when I finally stopped, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I like took my hands off the keyboard and I was like, ow. And so like that's how good this content was. And then I kind of looked ahead at the talents, and basically it's like looking at the things that you can get as Chromie progresses basically makes the whole thing easy mode. And I was just kind of like, really? Like, it's almost like if you just wait a week, you get a win button. And I'm like, that feels really crappy.
Yeah, well, it sounds like maybe rather than time gating, which I think universally feels bad unless you're Blizzard, because Blizzard's the only people that I think like time gating. I mean, I'm sure we're going to now get emails from people that are like, I like it because I'm dumb. No, sorry. Now I'm going to definitely get... now I'm definitely going to get emails.
Thanks
Crap.
a lot, John.
I made it worse. My bad. Sorry, you're not dumb. You just have weird opinions. But like, time gating makes them happy because it makes them feel like, oh, look at the content's lasting longer. But it feels bad to us as a player, and I feel like when they do these cool kinds of things, because, you know, I've only done one run so far, but this is exactly the kind of thing that I like in endgame WoW. Like, I'm so stoked for this. They're touching my buttons in a way that I like. And I'm 100% for this. But you're right. When it becomes trivial, just like with the Withered Army training, like when it got to where all I needed was the 200 mana and it was just a guaranteed clear, it's like, all right, well, I'm going to spend the next 7 months of my life in here clearing this now with my 200 mana. It stopped 400, whatever. You don't need much.
The base amount.
Yeah.
Someone would write in to let us know that you're wrong. So
yeah,
I was just taking care of that right now.
Yeah, they're mad already because I said some people were dumb. But
exactly. I'm saving you, John.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So anyway, like, instead of finding a way to make the challenge continue to grow and continue to be compelling and continuing to be fun, even if it's just like, hey, here's your best time. You know, like, and keep trying to beat it to earn more cool things. And, we found a new challenge that we can add in there to make it even better. Like, instead of giving it legs in that direction, the only legs they gave it is, we're just not going to make it to where you can progress super fast through it. And I don't ever think that that's the right call with design for them.
Well, and the thing is, too, like, the time gating, if you add them all up together, it's probably about a week and a half or so before you can unlock all of Chromie's talents, assuming that you've gotten enough rep to be a Time Lord, which it's actually pretty easy. Even if you don't take any of the rep buffs or any of the bonus rep or anything else, you're still usually getting, like, 5 to 10, sometimes more than that, per mob that you kill. So, I mean, you're getting a lot of rep really quickly. And I think to be a Time Lord, you have to get 15,000. And I was surprised how fast it added up. Like, I wasn't even really paying attention. All of a sudden, it was like, boom, achievement. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, that was quick. So it's not even as bad as grinding through, like, friendly, honored, revered, and exalted. Like, it just kind of happened. So really the gating comes down to just this like week and a half or so, which that's not even long enough to make somebody sub an extra month. No. Like, I don't understand why it's there at all, because like even if I had like cleared it, because I think if you clear it, then you get 250 time warp badges, I think is the reward. Plus maybe some gold or something. Like, yeah, it's not this crazy huge reward. And I don't know if it's repeatable and what rewards you might get for completing the bonus objective, which is basically like saving Chromie without using any stolen time. So I don't know exactly what the rewards are, but it can't be that game breaking. Like, why is this time gated so heavily? Like, why not give me, like even 1 hour and 2 hours and 6 hours, or like, something that I can start researching but isn't make or break of my experience? Because like I said, I looked ahead at some of the talents and they're like, increase your chance at auto clearing a dragon shrine, and like
that's the one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and 100% drop rate on or 100% increase on the drop rate of the little hourglass things, and I'm just like, oh my god, like this is so win button, because so far, and this is the other part of it, is basically you kill things and they have a chance to drop these little hourglasses, and you always get a drop off of like a little mini boss. And these little hourglasses have a chance to give you like a buff of some kind. So there's like rep buffs, there's straight up rep gains, there's speed buffs, there's time gains, there's treasure, which don't ever pick the treasure. I did that once by accident.
Pets drop out of them.
Oh, do they? I was like, I got like 40 gold, and I was like, why would I ever choose this?
Treasure!
You get crappy gold.
Yeah.
But
okay,
no, you get a little bronze drake or a bronze proto drake.
Ah, okay. So there is a reason to pick the treasure, but I'll pick treasure later. Once I've actually completed the scenario, then I'll start going back and grinding out for treasure. But then there are bronze drakes, so you can actually pick a bronze dragon who auto clears a shrine for you. Or there's powerful artifacts, I think they're called. And those things actually will let you skip to the end boss of the next part that comes after the shrine. So there's all of these things that can drop out of these hourglasses. So your ability, I can get to like 6 of 8 consistently, but then I can get to usually 7 or almost complete the scenario if I have good, powerful artifacts drop. Mm-hmm. Because you basically can't complete the scenario without, and this is where the potential spoilers are coming. So guys, if you don't want to hear them, turn me off right now. But the Culling of Strathholm section,
that's so good.
It's so well designed and I love it, but it basically takes, just with distance traveled, 7 minutes to complete in and of itself. So you basically have to get that skip mechanic, or you can't do it. So it's it's so well designed. It's probably my favorite because most of the I'm just trying to think. All of the other ones are basically like kill things to progress in one way or another. Like you're either moving through a space where you have to kill a bunch of things, or you are just dealing with like waves of bad guys that spawn. But the Culling of Strathholm is actually like you have to run around and like help the townsfolk and like complete quests and stuff. And it's super cool design, but it just, because of movement, it just takes a really long time. So
yeah, of course, one of the great things about that is that, after you've done the quest once or twice, it's like, oh, well, I go into this shop, buy everything I need from this shop.
Yes.
Go to this one, get everything I need. Because, John, the first time you go there, it's like, okay, go to the shop and then buy this one thing. And then you're like, okay, cool. And then they make you go back to that shop to get another thing later on. Except that second thing was never available.
Oh.
So that's the really cool thing, because like basically the more times you did that, the more that you learned. And so that was the kind of design that I loved, because I was like, the first time I went in, it took me a while to realize I even had to go to the quest giver, because I haven't done the Culling of Strathholm that many times, like the actual dungeon. So I didn't really know it that well. I thought that was just a quest giver for the dungeon. So I ran by it trying to figure out what the hell I was supposed to do, like so many times before actually going to the quest giver. And then I was like, oh, he wants me to help him like deliver flowers to his girlfriend. That's really cute. So it took me a really long time to actually figure out what I was supposed to do there. But then once you play through it once, you kind of realize, oh, okay, I have to complete the quest line to unlock the rest of the dungeon or the scenario. So then, like Ben, you said, once you've gone through it once, then you like gain the knowledge. It's the same way that after you defeat a dragon shrine, you don't have to do the whole thing again. It's like you gain the knowledge of the location of the mini boss. So the mini boss is just there for you to skip straight through. That's the, speed up time skip mechanic.
Ah.
So
That
Oh
makes
yeah,
sense.
I feel so bad, John, because like I spent
Oh, no,
so
he doesn't
much
mind.
time trying to figure out this stuff, and I feel like I'm just like super spoiling it.
No.
It's bad.
It's good. I think that stuff's interesting, and I like that they're
is.
doing stuff
Mhm.
with time travel because it just immediately. This is such a dumb example, but it popped into my head, and I don't think that they do this in the scenario, but I think it'd be funny if they did. Which is the idea. I've always loved the stupid joke in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, where they're
Yes.
like, we need to remember to leave these car keys here later for us to find. And then they lift the thing up and there's car keys under there or whatever. And like, I love that sort of like playing with time travel sort of thing where it's like all they have to do is remind themselves that at some point they have to do a thing and therefore it's instantly done in the there and now. And doing things like, hey, you can only buy this item until you know that you need to buy other items, then you can buy the other items. Like that stuff is really cool and really clever and very creative.
Yeah.
And I thought, so I was just like, oh, I'm going to buy like 20 of everything. This is going to be amazing. I'm never
And then
going to
you'll
have to go
always
to
have it.
vendors. Except for it caps it. They're like unique items. So you can only have as many as you need for one run through of the scenario. So I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, just like after you get the key for the town hall to get through it and everything, I'm like, oh well, now I have this key, I can just go straight there. Nope, gotta do the quest each time. Which again, I don't mind that because it's clever, and that's something that is something that I really like about this. I think one big misstep in the Calling of Stratham part, which by the way, that's the only secondary bit that I've actually done. I've unlocked 2 of the others, but I haven't actually gone in yet. But the thing that I think they really misstepped on is that so I know we took you through there forever ago to get that bronze drake mount. I thought that you find out later on that that's Chromie that you actually save, because when you first go in there, you hear something about Chromie, you're needed further down, or you're further down in there or something like that. It was one of those throwaway like lines that I kind of missed because I was in a really huge hurry to try to do everything.
Right.
But then so I get through the town hall and all that area and stuff like that, which by the way, it really sucks when you just want to bypass everything and keep going and round stuff up, and Chromie's like 100 feet behind you fighting one stupid little zombie.
Oh my god, Chromie is an idiot. she is so dumb. She always stands in the fire. If you have her as a healer and you're trying to tank, she does not dispel. She pulls everything always.
Like, oh yeah.
You're just like, no, Chromie, just stick with me. We gotta like zip through here. And she's like, oh, a bad guy. I'm like, no, Chromie, stop it. Like, we are on a time limit.
I've got this whole huge mob. I can AoE them all down. Just come on. So yeah, but so anyway, so I get through the whole zombie land area with all the undead and everything, and then I run up to where that bronze dragon is being attacked in the actual dungeon. Nothing's there. I'm like, oh,
that's sad.
And then I ran back and then went to go kill whatever the spider is and stuff, and then time's up. So
yeah.
I'm like, okay. But yeah, it's really great.
So my second, I guess, big issue, which is kind of, so I'm running into the 2 issues now, one with the time gating of the talents, and then the second with basically just the RNG of the scenario itself, because basically your success or failure depends on, first of all, the items that you were offered, and then say that you get the items that are the best, which are basically the skip the shrines and the skip to the end boss of each of the portals. Like, those are the 2 really, really good, will really impact your time. And even then, there's RNG within each of those. So you get a powerful artifact, then you have to click it to open a chest, and then it gives you one of the 4 skip mechanics. So it's like RNG within RNG, and it's the same with the dragon shrines. Like, if you get a bronze dragon, you pick it, it's totally random which shrine it goes to. So when it goes to the black dragon shrine, that's amazing because it's really far away, and you don't want to have to fly all that way to kill it. But
plus,
if
getting through it just takes forever.
Yeah, but if you if it kills like the Void Lord at the blue dragon shrine, then it's like, oh man, that's right there, and that one's really easy to kill, and dang it, like so I mean, it's just RNG within RNG. So you basically have to wait till you're at the end of the talent tree, and these things are like 100% drops and stuff like that. and then you're going to get enough, and then it's going to be easy. And I'm like, I don't like that it goes from like so swingy of like I'm trying to make every second count, and I feel like I'm really executing my rotation well, and I'm doing all these things, and it's like if I can execute everything perfectly and get 6 out of 8. And then the only thing that's different between 6 out of 8 and almost completing it is just my luck. That doesn't feel great either.
You know what I would like to see, because basically what we're looking at here is like a mini roguelike game within World of Warcraft, which is super cool. But what I'd like to see is the things you unlock become like, I don't know if either of you played Bastion. But Bastion had this mechanic where you unlocked these tonics that all made the game more difficult. I'm kind of thinking of it from the reverse. Like, you unlock all these abilities and things that make the game easier. And so, yeah, you can go in and you can face roll it. But wouldn't it be cool if you could turn it off for a greater reward at the end of it? So it's like every time you unlock one of these bonuses, that's cool. You get it. You're more likely to complete the scenario. But it pulls from your ultimate reward, like, resource. And so the goal to work towards is, how can I make it easy, or how can I make it as difficult as possible while still completing it?
Yeah.
Right. So then have an option instead of just like 2 research things per tier, have like a 2 research options or a turn it off option.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I like that too, because then you could say like, you know, maybe I really want the last talent, but I can turn off everything else. And, you know, that will affect my reward. Yeah. But yeah, I like that idea quite a lot. And Yusita in the chat room is actually pointing out another, I guess, glitch or bug or problem that I've had is sometimes Chromie just full on doesn't follow me. So, you know, you're doing everything like super quickly, right? So you're like flying and talking to quest givers and then running away and then going through portals. And sometimes she just straight up doesn't follow you through a portal. And Yusita saying she mind visioned Chromie to figure out where Chromie was. And Chromie was flying across the ocean. It's like, Chromie, no, like that's not actually helpful. So she's like trying to follow you, but not taking the portal way. She's like flying the real way through Azeroth.
I'm coming.
Like, yeah,
I'll be there soon.
Not helpful.
I like that they're giving you, so not to tie it too much back to Heroes of the Storm, but I always imagine as I'm getting in there and picking talents and whatnot with a little Chromie following me, it's all I can think about as I'm playing a game of Heroes of the Storm where I'm the assassin and I got a Chromie laning with me. They're giving you the authentic experience where you want her to go lane with you, but she's off doing something else.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look at this in a slightly different design kind of way. Okay. So you go through, Joss, you're talking about the different RNG and everything, and I agree that it can be frustrating. At the same time, though, it's like, how do you strategically figure it out to kind of, you know, bypass some of that RNG? Like you were saying, you know, kill the blue dragon and then maybe go and start running some of the things so that, you know, you have more of a chance for it to hit the black dragon shrine or, you know, things like that.
Well, and this is, and so this is the kind of stuff that I've been trying to figure out is like the best way to do those things. So I did one run through where I cleared all 4 of the dragon shrines and then went, because you can actually get a quest to clear a dragon shrine, which will give each time you run through. Mm-hmm. And it'll give you 3 of the hourglasses.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to get the quest. I'm going to go clear all 4 shrines. That way I won't get an instant complete shrine. I'm trying to maximize the chances of me getting this powerful artifact, right? So I'm going to not use any of my hourglasses that I get from the mini bosses. I'm just going to go clear, and then I'm going to open like 7. And hopefully I'll get enough skip mechanics to the end bosses of my portals that I'll be able to complete the scenario. And then I ended up getting 2 bronze dragons. So you still, even after they can no longer do anything for you, it still gives you the chance to get those items in your hourglasses. And I'm just kind of like, damn it.
Okay.
So that I would think would be a strategic thing that would make sense because, you know, the shrines got pretty easy for me to clear. I could do them really quickly. So that should have been a strategic thing that I was rewarded for, a strategic choice that I was rewarded for, and then it wasn't. And I was like, oh man.
Okay, so that being said, what if the same mobs always drop the same thing because time travel?
That would also be awesome.
So it's like, you know, you need to go and kill that little, you know, crappy zombie right over there because it always drops something that gives you the choice between like a bronze dragon or gold.
I'm gonna
Which
be. I'm gonna.
I'm just gonna spoil something very, very quickly. One of the portals actually does have that mechanic where specific mobs drop specific things. They always do, and you have to basically chart a path through mobs to get the things that you need. So they do kind of make use of that in one of the portals. Yeah.
I'm gonna go counter to Ben on that one. I'm going to, and not just to be difficult, I think when I think about this as a roguelike game within a game, I like the random elements to it. Like, I like games where I've unlocked the ability to unlock something in a game, but no guarantee that I'm going to get it. Yeah, it means that there are going to be runs that are just like, oh, this isn't going to be an easy run. This is going to be a shit run. Like, it's the way it goes. But that's what makes it fun to repeat. Like, if you can chart out and say, okay, this is the perfect run, all I have to do is execute on it perfectly, then you do get to a point where you're burnt out because it never changes. There is no random element, and it's just like, no, I just have to keep executing on this thing perfectly. I kind of like the random chaos of, I might go in and get set up for a perfect run and not be ready for it whatsoever and just be completely caught off guard. Likewise, I can be totally, I got my Mountain Dew and my chips and I'm ready to go and I'm fueled up, and then you get in there and it's just like junk items and nothing's going your way and you're just like, well, this is done, but maybe the next one will be okay.
I guess I can kind of see what you mean where, you know, like having RNG lets you change it up. But I guess what I like, and because we get this comment about Hearthstone all the time about like, oh, random things happening in the game is really frustrating and everything else, and it's how you respond to the RNG that actually makes you a better player. Like, the better players will respond better, but you can still control the RNG in Hearthstone, and this scenario doesn't feel like there's anything you can do to impact the way that the rolls on your hourglasses are going to go. Right. And that's where I kind of feel like with this being a repeatable scenario, I would like some of my decisions to impact the way my RNG is going to. So I can kind of like do everything I possibly can to get the best possible outcome when I'm doing these RNG rolls. And since I think, so when I got the bronze dragons after clearing all the shrines, I think it just said it gave me a buff. So I think it gave me like the damage buff instead. And I was like, well, I don't really need that. What I need is the powerful item.
So you'd like to be able to influence
I don't mind RNG,
it,
but I want to influence it. Yeah, I want to make smart decisions and be rewarded for those smart decisions.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that's a good middle ground. Like, you're still going to have RNG, but maybe you've nudged it a little in your favor.
Well, exactly. Like, there's still 10 possible outcomes, but I've eliminated one of those 10 because I've already completed 4 shrines. So now I have a 1 in 9 chance instead of a 1 in 10 chance of getting the thing that I need.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or I guess a 2 in 9, because technically you always get a choice when you roll the hourglass of which thing you want. So.
Yeah, and also just for the record, I am actually, at least in my time with it, happy with the RNG about it, because for me, it's always like, oh, what am I going to get this time? And it's like that little bit of excitement of every single time you get one of those hourglasses to see what it's actually going to, give you. Mm-hmm. And as I was, working my way up through rep, I'm like, rep, yay, 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 which I'm still going to do so that, I have the rep there for when it's time to, unlock the next bit or whatever. Going back to that whole time gating thing really quick, I'm not happy about it, but at the same time, I'm kind of okay with it because, Jocelyn, when you do beat it and you don't have the I win button, it's gonna be awesome. And
assuming I can do it without having the I win button, which is kind of the place that I'm at now, is I'm like, well, I've been able to get so close. Like I said, I got halfway through the 8th portal before my time ran out. Like, I could literally see the last boss. He was across the field, and I'm like, he's right there. There's nothing between me. If I literally had 1 more minute, I could complete this scenario. But that was, one time based on some good RNG with my skip. Like, I got the Culling of Stratholme skip mechanic, so that was great. But yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be able to clear it because I'm now on the 4th level. It should have unlocked by now. I think it was going to unlock right around the start of the show, actually. And I was like, oh.
Well, let's stop this and just jump in and see if we can do it.
I really want to try and see if I can do it. But I really feel like now, because I think that talent is the increasing the chance of getting a bronze drake. So I'm like, you know what? This is probably when I'm going to clear it. And it kind of doesn't feel great. Like, I'm not as excited about it anymore because I'm expecting to clear it now. And that's just because I got this extra talent. Whereas I wish it was my talent, I guess, instead of Chromie's talent that made the difference between me completing it and not completing it.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know, if she gets powerful enough, what's the point of bringing you along?
Exactly. She could just do it her damn self.
Save your old self, Chromie.
Yeah, okay, so I totally forgot. I've done, you know, tried to do the Stratholme, and then the Aaron Hall or Arendal or whatever, that one. Thank you, Anderhall. I've gone there, and I can't figure out how to get rid of that shield. Haven't done that part yet, because I ran out of time. It took me a while to be like, oh, I got to kill the commanders for the bombs. Okay, cool. And then I'm like...
Try to bomb it and nothing happens.
Yeah, I'm like...
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't good. And I ran around the whole thing trying to find something that might stop it. I'm like, okay, I guess I got to go kill like elite mobs in order to do this now. So, boo.
So let's talk about like strategy a little bit first, or I guess not first. Now we've talked about a lot of things. This is clearly not first. I'm a little bit tired. Ben, so you said you switched to Windwalker. So is that DPS?
Yeah, DPS as opposed to heals, just because. Chromie wasn't putting out enough damage on her own. I wasn't putting enough damage out there as a healer. So I swapped to that. And then I chose a talent for her to heal. And there's a couple bits where she did end up dying. So I'm like, okay, well, that sucks. You're a healer. Heal yourself because I can't really heal you. So then I was working with, I had to use, and I'm going to say it wrong and I don't care, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and then hit my little chi wave, which... If you do that, all 3 of you throw out the Healy thing, and then so it jumps back and forth between like you and her. So I'm like, okay, well, that's one way I can heal and still be effective DPS at the same time, as opposed to stopping and using my one healing spell on her. Which I'm like, that just doesn't work.
Yeah, I had her as a healer and I was tanking for quite a while, and it was mostly effective because I could at least taunt mobs off of her, so I could take the threat and then she wasn't taking too much damage because she does not like. I feel like doing this scenario as DPS, unless you're a hunter or I guess warlock, basically if you have a pet that can tank, you might be okay. But I don't know how you do it as just like a mage. I feel like this would be really hard for a mage because
you just kill things fast enough. Everything just dies.
You do. Yeah, maybe everything just dies. But I feel like she doesn't heal well. Like I said, she doesn't dispel. But when I switched to so I'm a paladin, so I'm a very effective tank healer, which is awesome. So I switched over to healing and put her as tank, and then she just blows things up. If you can keep her like close to, she has a mechanic where she loses health, like 2% of her health, I think, every second. So you just have to heal her, and then as long like she gets a damage buff, depending on how close her health is to 100%.
Totally switching.
Yeah, so if you can keep her up at 100% health, she just melts things. So I'm just like, okay, this is working. I'm just gonna heal Chromie, and we're just gonna blow things up. And that's when I started to actually really make some good progress. So yeah, I think there's a variety of different ways to complete the scenario, which I like. But the one that I found most effective is making her tank and then just keeping her healed up.
Well, John, looks like you are in luck. All you have to do is
I'll just make her a tank, and I'll just...
Oh, wait, you're a rogue, aren't you?
I'll just kill things just as fast. Like, you don't have to heal if you kill things too fast for them to hurt you.
That is true.
So
yeah, if you're DPS, I don't actually know if it would be better to pick her as being a tank or being a healer.
Yeah, because
I'm not really sure.
I have the ability to keep myself healed up pretty well. Like I was, like I said, I've only done one run. I went to the Ruby Dragon Shrine, and I was basically just dropping on the commanders and letting everything around them aggro on me.
Yes.
And like that was fine. That wasn't.
You can fly in that part, and that's so good.
That wasn't getting me killed, so I was like, okay, well, this is clearly fine. The big abomination is the only thing that got me close to dying. Like he was pushing it a little bit, and I was like, oh, it's like fighting Stitches. I don't like this. He's putting out poops. And that was that got a little iffy for a bit, but then after that I was fine. Even the Lich fight, which took me a while to do because Chromie, I guess, was just a big block of ice through most of it.
Yeah, I didn't notice that for the first like 5 or 6 times I went against the Lich. I was just like, why is she not doing anything, stupid Chromie? I'm up there beating on the Lich with my hammer, and I'm like, and then as soon as I switched to heals, I like turned to look at her because I have my AoE in front of me Healy spell, and I was like, oh, you're frozen. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know if she ever got frozen when I was doing that.
Can you break her out, or is she
You can, yeah. Okay. I think the ice has like 5 million health, and it will break over, I think, like 10 seconds, or you can just damage it and break her out. Once. Yeah.
Okay. Because that was the thing, is I was like, all right, this fight sucks. She doesn't help. She's in a big block of ice that basically kills her, and then she pops out and she's like, I'm free, and then he just like blasted her in the face, and then she was done. I was like, oh, man, this fight sucks.
Or you love it when she's frozen the whole fight, and then she's like, yay, I did it! Like, you did nothing!
You were frozen!
It was all me!
I survived the cold!
Yeah.
I will say, though, I like the Azure Dragon Shrine a lot.
I like all the Dragon Shrines, actually. I think clearing all of them were different and interesting, and I really enjoyed them, except for, oh my god, the mini-boss before the mini-boss, I guess, in the Black Dragon Shrine.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, that was the worst fight of my life. John, I was so glad when you did
Black Dragon Shrine sucks, and it takes forever to get through.
I want to go there because they alluded to Wrathion being there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, okay, so here's the thing, John. Just go there first. It's going to be about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to get in and out.
Take like your whole time.
Yeah. But then, once you defeat the actual boss there, then, you never have to go through the whole thing again. But, like, do you remember questing through there and, like, having to go deep into the cave and up the ramp and then deep in further? You have to do that. It takes a while.
Well, I want to see it because I feel like I should. But
well, in order to beat it, you have to.
That seems like one that should be skipped. If you can skip them.
Yeah.
Well, you can choose a bronze Drake and hope he goes to the Black Dragon Shrine.
Yeah. In overall, like I said, I really enjoy this content. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And I love the story that they've been able to add to it, because it's a mystery and you're unraveling the whole thing. And like going into one of the portals and figuring out what you have to do is just really great. I mean, I didn't see anything from the Q&A on this. I haven't looked at Wowhead. I'm going to continue not looking at Wowhead because this is one of those things where it's finding like a solo challenge where I can figure it out. And I absolutely love it. They need to put more stuff like this.
That's why I felt so bad, like explaining. I feel like I'm giving away the secrets as we were talking about Stratholme and stuff. But I mean, you have to talk about it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But
and even then, I think that you kept a lot of stuff. Yeah, you kept a lot of stuff kind of back as well because, there's things. There's each like step of this has something to it that you have to figure out. Like the Emerald Dragon Shrine took me a bit to figure out. Once it did, I'm like,
me a while too.
Oh. And I mean, that's a cool one. Like all the shrines, like you said, they're neat because they're unique. And what they have is something that's fitting to the shrine itself, as well as to, like leveling in Wrath and going through those areas and everything. And I absolutely love that.
Yeah, so, I think that's why, because I know I've probably spent quite a lot of this episode being a little nitpicky, but the reason that the things like the RNG and the time gating bother me is because the content is so good and it's so fun, and it's content that I'm really, really enjoying. So when I run up against walls like this that are kind of artificially placed there, that's when I get angry, because I'm like, I spent so much time figuring things out and kind of perfecting my runs and doing everything I possibly could, and I did it all on my own. And I'm sure that there are guides out the wazoo on the internet, from, you know, YouTubes to Wowheads probably got it right up and everything else. And if you do it all yourself and you figure things out and you solve all the problems, then to run up against something like time gating, that's what gets frustrating.
Well,
but the content itself is amazing. It is probably my favorite thing that I've done so far in Legion. Like, it's just, it's so good.
And I think it's a testament to the content itself that knowing those guides are out there and not being interested in looking it up. Like, that's the thing. We live in an age of data mining. Like, it's not going anywhere. Yeah. Some of us like it. Some of us, you know, don't. Some of us just avoid it, and it is what it is. But if you can put out compelling content where it's like, no, the gameplay is going to be fun, and it's going to be more fun if you don't go ruin it for yourself, then I'm all in on that sort of thing. Like, that thing sounds good. And I know last week I was complaining about how obscure some of the stuff they wanted me to do as a rogue to get my mount was. But if I hadn't felt like the urgency to get through these chores to get a thing, I probably wouldn't have looked it up. I probably would have just been like, okay. Or if they had made it clear that there was a puzzle involved, which they didn't. It was just like, kill that guy. And then I was like, I can't. Help me, Google. How do I do this? So I
feel like that's a bad puzzle. If they're pushing you outside of the game, then that's bad. But if you, like, basically can figure everything out by what's around you or the dialogue that is said, then, like, that's a good thing. That's a good puzzle. Then
context clues.
Yes, context, exactly.
And I'll agree with you. Like, and here, if anybody was going to be mad at you for nitpicking, they're going to be way more mad at what I'm about to say. So you're off the hook.
Okay, good.
I think this is the most compelling content they've put out for some time for Legion, in my opinion. And it's some of the first content that I'm going to do end game Legion that doesn't just feel like, hey, we came up with some shitty chores for you to do. Like, oh, we put in busy work because we're busy making a raid, so here's a bunch of just stuff to go check off a list so
Kill
we can give
demons.
You a thing. Yeah, it's such a waste of time. Like, it's an insult to my time as a game player. Like, we didn't have time to make this interesting, but we still want you to do it. If you don't have the time to make it interesting, don't put it in the game. Don't waste my time with it. And there's going to be people out there that say, well, then don't do it, John. If it bugs you that much, don't do it. Maybe it's not for you. No, that's not a good excuse either. If they say we want you to focus on class content and get this cool class mount, then they should make the content around that interesting too. And so I like this idea. I wish WoW would take a bigger step at saying, like, we're going to put many little game experiences in our end game and jump in and play them and enjoy them if you do. And if you don't, we're going to come up with something else that's going to keep you busy and keep you interested in the end game. Stop just giving us weird, shitty dailies and chores to do on a week-to-week basis.
Okay, really quick. I've got something that I want to throw in here that I need to get back to Chromie because I got one more thing I want to ask you guys about. So, okay. So speaking of the Broken Shore and all the chores and stuff that you have to do with that, and trying to do compelling content because of it, I took my mage through all the Broken Shore stuff. So did it a second time to be able to go and get my class mount, right? So, woo. Anyways, again, Tetsemi, I can't thank you enough for saying, hey, when you need to kill 100 demons again, go to the spider area and break the eggs. I got through it in 5 minutes as a mage. So great. Nice. Anyways. So I went and I got my class mount, and I don't know about other mages if they really enjoyed that storyline and everything like that. Whereas, like, on my monk, I had fun. It was neat. It was very monk-like. It was cool. For the mage, it's essentially, hey, go to these 3 places and then kill 3 small bosses, and that's it. And it was not compelling at all. I didn't give a crap. And now I've got the fidget spinner, and I'm kind of like, like. After going through the monk one, I feel so robbed. It's a crappy quest.
There were some classes I think that really got robbed when it came to this whole class mount thing. Like, I mean, and there are some classes, I mean, at least as a monk, you kind of, I guess got not necessarily lucky, but there's a lot to your mount, even though you don't have color variations. Like you have a companion pet that matches and your mount talks to you, and that's pretty cool. But I mean, like some of the questing up to the mount for some classes was really crappy and dull and not fun, and some of the classes it was amazing. Like I've heard the Death Knight one is so cool. The Paladin one was pretty cool. I think it would have been even cooler for people who, because I went to, I guess I went to Stratholme. It wasn't the culling, it was the after, but I went to that dungeon. So it was kind of cool. Would have been cooler had I done that content like at level, and if there was a nostalgia factor for me, which there wasn't, because it was like I was in the game way after that point. But yeah, like some of them really got boned on their quest experiences, and some of them got boned on the other end, like I would say my Paladin did, because I can't get. First of all, I get a horse, and it has a big hammer on its butt, and it looks really stupid because I have a big hammer strapped to my back, and I'm like, I can't even dual wield hammers. This is dumb. Why is there a hammer here? Anyways.
It's backup hammer. Everybody knows that. Or practice
backup hammer. I'm supposed to have a legendary hammer, but this other one on my horse's butt is just as good. Like,
no, it's the horse's legendary hammer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, when it goes into battle, it puts it in its mouth and goes and swings around and tries to hit things.
That makes more sense then. Thanks for
You can ask him to help you in combat, but he'll say nay.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
Good job, Joe. Good job.
Oh man. So but yeah, so we got a horse, which okay, there weren't many nice horse models in the game. This is a nice updated horse model, fine. But my problem is that for the color variations, I have to have concordance on each of my different specs. Really? Matt bought his from a vendor. I have to grind AP until my eyes bleed, and he gets to go to a vendor.
Walks up. I hear you want to paint your mount.
Yeah, I actually have to do the same thing to get the color variations for mine.
I think, we have to have concordance as well.
What other color do ravens come in? Like, isn't your mount black?
Red, green, and another one. Blue,
it's not
maybe?
Just black?
I was gonna say, isn't there like a bluey black kind of iridescent looking one?
Yeah, there's
or is that the default one?
The default one is definitely the black one. There's a red one, there's a green one. What's the other one? There's another one.
I'm pretty sure there's a blue one, because I thought there was one that looked very close to the one from the Warlords of Draenor Collector's Edition, that Raven mount. I thought they looked kind of similar, so I feel like blue is one of the variations. But yeah, having to get concordance is just awful. So, I mean, there's some people that do, like, they have 100%, well, like Warlocks have, I think they can buy one from a vendor as long as they've done at least concordance on one of their weapons, but they don't have to do all three. Then they have like a 100% drop rate for the boss. Yeah, they have to kill a boss, but it's 100% drop rate. So I'm like, oh my god, I have to have how many billion AP before I can actually get my mount colors?
Look, I'll say this. When I level my Death Knight, I want to get all three of those pets. I need concordance on all three of the weapons. So
yeah, and some of them you just change spec and you just have it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like
my mage.
I think
like they screw you with the quest, but they give you all the colors.
I think I may only have to get it on one weapon to get all three. I think that's how it read to me. Yeah. I could be wrong.
Oh, if it's the same as Paladin, then yeah, you're wrong, because I thought the same thing. I thought it was like once you finish, I think what's the power ascended or something is the achievement. But no, you need it on that. When I did that on my holy, which was my main spec, so it was the closest one. So I finished it, and it only unlocked the holy mount variation.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't even started on the other weapons because I'm one spec. So it's if you want any of those other color variations, then maybe they won't feel the need to do it with rogues, because like we do the same thing across the board. Like maybe they're just like, man, don't worry about it, you're all damaged. Like,
and it's really fun because with the exception of the Ret Pally mount, the holy and the tank ones actually look fairly similar. I think it's just like the holy one has blue hooves and the tanking one has purple. And of course I wanted purple because I've got my whole friggin' purple and gold transmog. So I'm just like, I guess I need to learn to tank, get concordance on my tank, just so I can have a purple hoofed mount. Anyways.
Yeah. So really quick again before I jump back to Chromie. So you're talking about how like there's missed opportunity and everything with the quest line and everything like that. So basically with mine you have to go to, or for the mage, spoilers coming, who cares? It's a stupid quest. You have to get the 3 different bits of this disc and like put them together and everything like that. So like you get super excited because it's like, oh, go talk to someone by Ancient Dalaran, and the exciting bit is that I have the portal to Ancient Dalaran. Woohoo, get to use it for a reason. Another one is go talk to someone by Karazhan. I'm like, oh, this is great. This bit of the disc is going to be stored in Karazhan. It's going to be awesome. Except it makes you go into like the cellar area and kill some demons, and then you're just kind of there, and I'm just like, this is stupid. Just anyways, quick side story. I posted on Twitter because I thought it was hysterical. I was going through doing a quest to be able to unlock the extra bits in my windwalking weapons, and so I'm on my mounts chasing after something, and then this like cutscene story thing happens where I get threatened by this mob and it throws like a web on me, like a fell web, and I'm sitting there, and the screen bubble of the mob is like, blah, 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 now you're going to die. And then my mount's saying, did I ever tell you the story about the hosen and the cream pie? Oh, maybe now's not the best time for that. And it's like, it matched up so perfectly. I'm like, that's great.
I did see you tweet that. That was really funny.
Okay. Okay, so anyways, going back to Chromie.
Yes.
Last bit on this. It doesn't technically have to do with the scenario, but okay, so way back in Wrath, when we were leveling up, we got a quest from her to go to the Bronze Dragon Shrine, and you were there, and you helped yourself, protect the shrine or whatever like that. Then later on, like once you get, level 80, you get another quest from her to go to the Bronze Dragon Shrine to help your previous self.
Yeah.
So, because the scenario puts you at level 102, do you think that with the next expansion, we're going to get something to go back and help ourselves with this?
Maybe.
Or at least have like a quest to go and
it
like...
puts you at 112, not 102, 112.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
But, or like we go back and then we have to do something else to save Chromie at the Dragon Shrines or something like that.
That'd be interesting. I love when they do stuff like that. I always thought that was a very nice touch, that little callback. I've got one last thing to say about Chromie, which I don't have much to offer on Chromie because I've only done it once, but I do have one thing, and it's about the time gating. And I'll just say my last piece on the time gating. The thing that bugs me the most is it's not lore appropriate, because we all know that a good Chromie can unlock all of her talents in at least under 20 minutes. Maybe 30 if the game's going long.
And she gets it earlier than she's supposed to.
Yeah, she gets it earlier. You don't even have to hit level 20 to get them all. You're fine. You can just get up to 18. That doesn't take hardly any time. So I don't know about all this waiting a day, but that seems like that broke lore.
Well, and
really
exactly, that's actually a really good point, because even if you throw Heroes of the Storm aside, even if you're just looking at the Warcraft universe, like, she literally is a time traveling dragon. Like, can't she just look ahead to herself a day in the future and go, oh, hey, now I know how to do that. Okay, let's go. Like, why the hell do we have to wait at all? Because she can time travel and she can see all the different futures. So she should be able to just see herself with that ability and learn it.
Or at least run through a montage.
Yeah, like, let's have an epic training montage. Okay.
Oh, man, you know what I wish I was doing? I wish I was recording this entire thing so I can do a montage of every single time she died, and like every single time like we were like closer or successful or something like that. That would actually be really cool.
Yeah,
and
seeing a montage of all of
your
near fails, that would be amazing.
Put some really good Rocky music under there or something.
Yeah, now I really wish I'd recorded it, because I don't even know how many times I've run through it at this point. But I mean, I've probably sunk a good 8 hours, if not more, into this one piece of content. Because like, you told me we were going to talk about this on, I guess it was like Tuesday night or Wednesday. And I was like, okay, I'm going to make sure that I like at least give it a shot. And then I started and I literally couldn't put it down. And then so I got to the point where, like I said, my fingers were sore and cramping up, and I was having so much fun I didn't want to put it down until I kind of like hit the wall of the time gate. And then I was like, I literally can't do anything. I can't execute any more perfectly than I already am. And I just have to sit and wait. And that felt bad. But man, it's really, really freaking good content.
And now you know why I wanted to talk about it, because it is just, it's a ton of fun, and it's creative, and it's a breath of fresh air.
And what I love about it is it has all of the kind of feelings and I guess the things that you have to do, like as a healer, you have to dispel, you have to stun mobs. Like it very much feels like a raid level of difficulty where you have a lot of responsibility. You have to move out of things. You have to make sure that you're like interrupting or stunning big abilities. Like all of that stuff is really important, but you get to do it by yourself. So you can do it at your own pace. Like you don't have to do it like it's LFR and there's people yelling at you. Like you're literally just in there learning and doing stuff yourself. Like I said, I was using it as a tool to learn how to tank because that's something I've never done before, and I've never really wanted to go into dungeons or go into raids or anything like that and learn. This is almost like a little mini space where I can learn how to do that new role, and the only thing that I'm being punished by is like I might not finish the scenario in time. Well, that's okay because yeah, exactly. Like I'm not hurting anyone but myself, and even then I'm not hurting because I'm learning. So it's like this nice little safe place I can teach myself a new role, and I'm not being punished by other people in any way. So like I said, there are a lot of things where it's like you have to learn a lot of new mechanics, and you actually have to execute on things. And I love that it's that raid level of difficulty. Like I feel like I'm doing all the things that I do in raid, and I have to perform at that level of execution, but I'm all by myself. And that to me it's perfection. It's exactly what I want. I want to be challenged on like a heroic level on some of these bosses. Like, yes, and good difficulty.
And it's not even gear dependent, like, getting your hidden artifact.
No, it's not gear dependent at all, because it actually, like Ben mentioned, it puts you up to level 112 and gives you all your associated like gear and stuff like that.
I think it's like 1,000 eye level or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 1,000 eye level and level 112. So you don't even have to worry about being well geared. I don't know if you can go into it if you're not 110. I don't know if
I'd assume that the quest isn't there yet.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, you can go in as a fresh 110 for sure. And it bumps you up to eye level 1,000. So it doesn't matter where you start, which is awesome.
Well, Jocelyn, thank you very much for joining us for this very kind of, spoiler-filled Chromie episode. I really enjoyed it. It had a lot of fun, and I'm so glad that you were here for it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's always fun to come on here.
Aw. Where can people find you in the meantime?
You can find links to everything I do at jossplays.com. You can also follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I'm at jossplays. That's JOCE Plays. And since this is an Azeroth show, I'll make sure to plug my Azeroth thing. Check out For Azeroth, the podcast that I do with Garrett Weinzierl. We record live on twitch.tv/AMoveTV on Wednesdays at noon Eastern. So we do, it is a WoW show, but we kind of have a more heavy lore focus. So every single episode that we do is probably about 75% lore. So we touch on what we're doing in game, but it's mostly lore focused, which is super fun. It's my favorite thing about World of Warcraft. So please do come check it out.
Very cool. John, how about you? Where can people find you?
If you want to find more of me, you can follow me on Twitter at John_Jagger, and you can catch me talking about Heroes of the Storm and a Chromie of a different sort over there. That's on Core, which is the Heroes of the Storm show I do, part of the Frog Pants Network. You can find out more about that at heroesforyou.com. Ben?
Yes, John?
If I were so inclined, where can I find more about you?
The best thing to do is follow me on Twitter. I am at Ben the Mage. I do another show with Eludra called Battle Pets, where we talk about battle pets in the World of Warcraft. This show, however, Azeroth Roundtable, you can find us on Twitter. We are at AzerothRT. All of our episodes, including this one, once it's actually posted. But if you're listening to this there, then it's already posted. So, time paradox. There we go again. But you can find us on AzerothRoundtable.com. as well as on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, pretty much everywhere else that you can find, find podcasts, and maybe some shady ones too. If you have any questions, comments, or want to complain to John about whatever, send those emails to AzerothRoundtable@gmail.com. And thanks for listening, everybody. It's always great to have you around.
Yeah, I might have given them a few reasons this week, so looking forward to that. Hey, everybody. Let's talk about Patreon for a moment. Because that's what makes this show possible, is your support at patreon.com/AzerothRT. Now, we are going to start shouting out our patrons, new and old, on this here show. But because I'm a scrub and I wasn't prepared, I don't have that list this week. So it's going to be next week. We're going to give a quick thank you to everybody who is a patron. We might split it up a little because we got to get through a lot. In an ideal world, we will be caught up on this, and it will be maybe a person or two every now and then. But there's going to be some catch-up days, and I'm not
a fan of ketchup. I like mustard.
I'm not talking about the condiment, Ben. I'm talking about patrons, and you can join them at patreon.com/AzerothRT.
So with us, I don't know why I said that.
Was Joss. Thank you, Joss.
Yeah, there we go. That works.
Thank you,
so with us was Jocelyn. Yeah, that's it.
Got your back,
boy.
Man. Don't worry about it.
Thanks. Appreciate that. If I could go back in time and make sure that I don't do stupid things, I'd be doing a lot of time travel. With that, have a good night, everybody. With that, have a good night, everybody. With that, have a good night, everybody.
How many times are we going to do this?
And that is a podcast.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Well, yeah, it's always a blast having you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love that Chromie scenario so much, man. Holy crap.
It's so great.
It's awesome.
Yep.
They nailed it.
I'm glad that you're able to get it.
I wish
to get in there and do a little bit.
I wish they would nail it a little more, but they're on the right track.
I know,
at least.
they're so close, right? They're so close.
So, fingers crossed that they learned the good lessons from it.
I feel like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like they've really been nailing their, 0.5 patches. I feel like 7.1.5 was really good, and then 7.2 was kind of crappy, and then 7.2.5 is really good. I'm just like, man, why are these their mini patches? They're better than their big patches.
Yeah, who's their 0.5? Well, I will give a spoiler. This might be next week's topic, or maybe we'll save it for a time if Joss is interested and she can join us on it. But the side topic, if we didn't end up talking about Chromie the whole time, which I'm glad we did, but we always plan, what if just everybody's like... It's good.
We sometimes
it's awesome. Now we've recorded for 10 minutes. What do we do?
Yeah. The side topic is, I'm not going to state this as fact, but I'm going to posit the fun question of, is World of Warcraft too big? Is it time for it to shrink and get a little more focused so that maybe when they put out content, rather than only having one tiny little interesting thing for you, you can be interested in more of it because they don't have to appeal to quite so many things. It's an interesting thought, and it's one for another night.
And by the way, when John says plan, the idea is, I'm all, hey, John, I kind of want to talk about this week. We don't have show notes or anything, and generally we don't come up with hey, I want to talk about this. So, yeah.
Yeah, at least not more than mulling it over, like, hey, this would be an interesting thing to talk about.
Yeah. And some of it actually depends on what guest we have and everything, too.
Yeah, true.
This one, I knew that Joss would love to talk about it because it has lore involved, and it's something that was really cool, and so...
It totally is a pull on the nostalgia heartstrings for sure, because you start in Dragonblight, you've got all of the dragon shrines, and then each of the shrines opened up to a portal in time to go to a different place, and yeah, they're all very nostalgic kind of places. So
good stuff.
Yep. And yeah, because you haven't unlocked anything other than Stratholme and Anderhall, right? Or have you unlocked all of them?
I've unlocked a third, but I haven't gone into it yet.
Okay.
I still... Did I unlock the fourth? I think I've unlocked all four. Yeah, I've had to have unlocked all four because I've defeated all the dragon shrines. So yeah, don't know what all of them are yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're good.
Cool.
Interesting. I just like it because it reminds me of Heroes of the Storm. Like most of their recent content feels like everything good Blizzard does reminds me of Heroes of the Storm.
Well, it's kind of good because like Chromie got a hero in Heroes of the Storm, and she was like a secondary character at best in WoW. In WoW, she didn't really have like a really big role in the main story. So, I like the idea of giving her more of a central role in World of Warcraft, and I feel like that ties in a little bit with she's popular in Heroes of the Storm. So
yeah. There's kind of a snake eating its own tail sort of thing where it's like, hey, we put in this like B, probably C level character, but now they're over here and they're really cool, and now they're back, and now instead of being a B or C, they're kind of an A. So,
yeah.
Look what happened with Harley Quinn.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, exactly. So, anyway.
Yeah. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Ben, you're on fire, man. Good job.
Yeah.
Well done.
Fire.
Check into a burn ward. You're great.
Oh,
So
by the way, goodbye, Alpha Geek. I'm gonna shut you down.
Yep, good job. You did it. Are we gonna play a game, or Joss? Are you sticking around, or are you being responsible?
I have to be responsible. Sad face.
That's I'm not gonna give you a hard time. You don't need to feel bad for making a choice that's already gonna make you feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm gonna say good on you, even though it makes me a little sad.
But I'm gonna be around at different points this weekend. So if you see me online, just ping me and
Cool.
Yeah.
we'll play some games.
We'll be hiding from the sun because
Perfect.
it's 1 billion degrees here right now.
Yes. Tuesday is gonna be worse. We're gonna break our record high probably.
Wow.
It's really bad.
Like record high, not for the day, but ever.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, John, you weren't here when we had that record high ever. Just to give you an idea, my mom took my sister and I to the Dollar Theater, and we saw Gremlins 2 and something else. I don't remember what the second one was.
Was it Gremlins?
Just to be in air conditioning?
Just to be in air conditioning, because growing up, we had an evaporative cooler. So,
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
if you're going to be hiding from the sun, then allow me to show you how to hide in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, because I'm really good at it.
that sounds good. We will definitely have to set some time aside, because I would like to play that with you and see this strategy.
Later in the evening, I'm all for that.
Yeah, because you're a working man.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, guys. Thanks for having
Joss.
me. Awesome as always.
Yes,
Bye.
always good.
Bye.
Have a good night.
You too.
Hey,
All
John.
right. Hi, Ben.
How's it going?
This is the test of the microphones.
That's great, John.
Should we
That's great.
do some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds?
I'm good for at least one match.
Yeah, we
and
should
if it's a
do-
bad match, then I can do two.
We should do at least one.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna stream it.
Yeah, we'll stream it.
Okay. Do you want to switch to Blizzard comms?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I
Well, let me load that up.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna hang up off of Skype with you.
Yeah, you should. You should
Okay.
hang up on me.
Bye, John. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye, Ben.
Bye.
Bye, Ben. I'm gonna leave this sweet Legion logo up so there's at least something visually up here while we get all set up for some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Brought to you by Bluehole. I'm stealing that from Bo. He's not in the chat room, so I'm allowed to do that because he can't get mad at me. I opened the Battle.net launcher. That is not what I wanted to have opened. So, congratulations. That's correct, Allura. That's a astute observation. He also didn't live in Phoenix, but I don't think that matters. I think it's probably I'm just saying it as a statement. So I don't take it for what you will. It's not meant to mean anything. I'm gonna open Steam. Oh, I did need to open Battle.net because that's how Ben and I are gonna talk. That's right. I've got this figured out. I know what I'm doing. Ben is entering Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. Brought to you by Bluehole. Alright, chat, I'm dropping out briefly. I'm going to switch to my laptop so I can see what you have to say while we're shooting people. I'm going to talk to Ben. He's going to be here. That's the Ben. He's here. Say hi, Ben. Or don't. The choice is up to you. Don't let me be the bossy Ben.
Hi.
Ah, there he is. Hi, Ben.
Hi. How's it going?
Hi. Well, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? Are you still there? Because now I can't hear you if you're talking.
I said hold on, man.
Well, I didn't hear you say hold on, no, did I?
Hold on. I clearly
No,
not.
I should hold.
Hold on.
I'm scared now. I don't know what to do. There we go, popping out
I'm
chat, so I
back.
don't need
Hi.
to have the video going.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, I'm gonna, oh, hey, you've got a gas mask.
I do. And I got cool sunglasses underneath it because...
I can see them. That's kind of creepy looking.
Yeah. Because I want people to know. They need
Did
to...
you know...
What? Hello? Hi.
Did you know that our friend Revendon is watching the stream?
Oh, sick. I know that guy. I'm opening a
Yeah.
crate. Let's see what I got.
Good luck.
I would like to receive my crate.
So take it.
A bloody tank top.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ew.
Look at my bloody tank top.
You should really, yeah, there you go.
I can do that and put a puffy coat over it.
Now, does that actually offer you protection, or only the ones in game offer you protection?
I don't think any of them offer protection.
Oh.
I think these are all rumors.
I need 198 more currency
All
to
right,
get a
well,
crate.
let's get in and do it, I say.
Okay. Crikey.
Crikey, that's a big gun right there. That's not a real attempt at an accent.
I would hope not. I mean, we have Australian
I
friends.
hope
You
you,
know what they
all
sound like.
enjoyed it. Hi, chat room. I can read you now on the laptop. If you have any comments or questions, you can ask them.
Yeah. And in fact, if you say things like, "Oh my God, you guys suck," we'll agree.
I won't. I'm really good at this game.
Oh, geez, I almost forgot. I need to move my controller so that it's not on my keyboard tray and it won't go.
I want mine to go better. I want to be scared when I die.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want it to be picked up on my microphone.
I want it to scare everyone.
Oh, okay.
Guys, I just put an arrow in Ben.
I don't see the arrow.
I'm pretty sure I got you with it. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. Here, shoot me in the face with an arrow.
Okay, stop moving. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Oh, get out of the way, Nathan Drake. Oh my gosh, it's right through your head.
Okay, you're the leader. You let me know where to go.
Hi, Svensson. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well too, Spencer.
And hi, Philip J. Fry.
Oh, wow,
Sorry,
we're going all the way over there?
I didn't mean to ignore you because... I just didn't mean to. No, we're not. Ignore that.
Also, hi, Philip J. Fry. I can say that too.
We're gonna go here. So we should F right now. I don't know if we'll make it, but that's the goal. That's the ultimate goal.
I don't know where exactly that is on the map. I'm just going to go forward.
You should just go towards the yellow thing.
Oh, yeah, I am. I didn't look at the map before I jumped out, so...
It's really far away. We probably won't make it. But that's
You seem
okay.
to be really far in front of me.
We'll make it as far as we can.
Yeah. I wish I had a wingsuit. And parachute. Okay, there's someone to the left of me.
Yeah, we're not going to get anywhere near this thing.
Now, do you sail going straight further if you don't push forward, or
No,
if you
you
push
want
forward?
to tap it.
Okay.
Just tap it in.
Just tap it. Just get a little tap, tap, taparoo.
Tap it in. Yeah, I'm going to be... Oh, we're near the rich neighborhood. That's where we're going. So we're going to land, and we're going to book it for the rich neighborhood.
Okay, you're like way ahead of me. And I was running.
Okay, you guys rock for sure. Thank you. I think we're pretty good. I'm punching the air right now, and that seems like a pro move. Okay, we are super far away from the circle. So that's good. Because I like obstacles to overcome when I play.
Wish it had an auto run.
It does.
It does?
Yeah, I don't remember what the button is because I don't want it, but it does exist.
I just like to be running and looking at the map at the same time. Yeah, like I said, seriously, I'm super far from you. Okay, let's hope we have a vehicle, because if we're as far away as you say we are, we're going to have issues.
We are. We're going to have to make this a very quick run through here. I mean, we got 5 minutes, though, before things really pop off, so...
Okay, well, I'm going straight to the two-story in front of me. In the hopes that there's... Oh, that's a really rich big building over there that's next to you. Yeah, see, the thing is, I don't really know the map all that well since I haven't really done a whole ton. So when you're all like, the rich neighborhood, I'm like, oh, well, that's good. In theory, they'll have a lot of stuff. Because they're rich.
Excuses are like cabooses, Ben. They come at the end of a train.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Oh, I got a scar.
That's rough, but, you know, probably manly.
I don't think there's someone coming in here. I thought I heard something, but I think I'm wrong. Just in case, if I scream and shoot stuff, you know why.
It's good to know.
Oh, I found a hat. It's a vintage hat, John.
It's so vintage.
Oh, no. Okay, heading over to you. Do not shoot me. Did you already get a two-story place with the columns?
Yeah.
Anything good?
There's a sniper rifle in there, I believe.
I've got a shotgun and a machine gun. I'm probably good.
Yeah, there's some bullets and some attachments, but maybe nothing super great. I don't know.
Hey, look, a crossbow on the ground.
There's a backpack in there if you need that.
Med kit, I'll grab that. Nah, I've got a level 1 right now. Ooh, more ammo for my scar. Because there's a scar over here, too. There we go, handgun. Don't have one of those yet.
Alright, we should probably think about moving if you're feeling good about what you have right now.
I don't have any sort of real armor, but I have a machete, so I think I'm okay.
We're going to probably aim for... I'm just putting a marker down for right now. We're going to want to find a road and kind of follow it in the hopes of finding a car.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm heading downstairs to you. Oh, there we go. Helmet. Got some armor. Okay, I'm doing better, John.
Good. Did you go in this little red house that was on the way in?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I
think
saw
so.
saw an open door, and I wanted to be sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the first one I went to. Okay, heading to you.
All right.
Oh, thanks, Philip J. Fry. He said we rock.
Yeah, it's very nice of him.
It's wrong, but very nice.
I mean, he hasn't seen. Maybe we're about to win the game.
That's true. If that happens, that's the only match we're playing tonight.
Yeah, that was our plan all along.
Exactly. Exactly. I didn't realize we were close to the nuclear power plant. Hey, John.
Hey.
And I was running.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of running. We got a long ways to go.
What time are we looking at?
It's moving right now.
Oh.
So
I'm not too far behind you, but any cars that you see?
we're just keeping our eyes peeled for him.
Sounds like there's a red zone close by. Oh, Philip J. Fry said that we rock in general.
Oh, in general, nice.
That's pretty nice.
Even better.
I think I hear a cat. Yeah, I hear a cat.
Nice.
I didn't peel a cat tonight before the show like I usually do.
No cars in there. Trying to get down by this road so we can look for cars there.
Anything over to the right?
Not that I'm seeing. You're totally gonna die outside of the zone. It's gonna be unfortunate.
Okay, let's cut towards the zone again. So I don't think we have anything over here either.
Car.
Nice. All right. Well, John, now we have a chance. No, I don't want to drive. Get in. I'm in the back seat. That's handy.
That's fine. I think you can hit Control 2 and move your position.
Well, I have a feeling that I'll randomly fall out and you'll run over me, so I'm not going to chance it.
I'm actually gonna go for this. Oh. I feel like they changed the way the car handles, or at least this car handles differently than I would expect.
Maybe. Oh, wow. You're not wrong. We were far out. Oh, far out, dude. Watch over the tree. Okay, I'm putting stuff on my guns. Don't kill me in the meantime. Oh, that's weird. I got out of the tab view and my health was down a little bit. What happened there, John?
I may have hit a rock of some kind while looking at the map.
Thought I saw that happen.
It's probably okay.
So since I'm in the back seat, should we roleplay like driving Miss Davy or something?
Back seat. I don't know the song.
Do I choose the front seat? Do I choose the back? I don't know. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Hi.
Doors open? Nope.
None that I see so far. We're gonna
Should we
probably
make our way in or hold up
We're
here?
probably gonna have to go across the island, to the island. So I kind of want to find a boat, if we can.
I've never ridden in a boat before.
But it's risky. But I'd
Okay.
like to.
Can we just swim across, or is that too far?
It's risky, but we could do that too. I feel like it's probably a decent
Our boat's
time.
just on the shore.
There's a boat on the shore on the other side.
Oh well,
Which
let's just take
means-
that.
Oh, there's a boat
and
right
then-
in front of me.
Oh, there it is.
Freaking camo boat.
Cool. So that's where boats are, in the water. Who'd have thought?
Turns out.
Get in boat.
Alright, so let's see where we're gonna go. I'm gonna put us over there. This is gonna be risky because we're gonna have to go across the entire island, around the entire island.
It's okay, I'll just fire randomly onto the land. Just to let people know that we're a threat. Okay?
Sounds good. I'm hearing gunshots already.
I only hear the boat. I don't have a scope or anything, so...
That's fine.
I didn't realize there were two bridges to get to the island.
Now, here's what's dangerous about all this, Ben. Are you ready for the problems that we're going to encounter? So
Yeah.
the circle is actually moving towards, like, the opposite counter to where the plane came, which
Yeah.
means it's moving right along the path, which means we are going basically into the heart of where people were first dropping when they dropped into the game.
That happens.
So it's dangerous because they've had time to fortify and we've had to be on the move.
That's okay.
Now,
So
actually,
far, I'm
what
just
we
having
could
fun.
do is we could beach near here and move inland early. I don't know. What do you think? Go around or move inland?
You know what? I like the idea of beaching here.
Yeah, I agree. There's a good chance this probably has people in it. We gotta be ready.
That's okay. Should we just hole up in one of these buildings?
Yeah, if we can get it. But it's very likely that there's people here. Don't see any open doors just yet.
I don't see any buildings.
Oh, the buildings aren't here for you?
Yeah, they aren't here for me. I see no people.
Nice! Strategies! Alright, keep an eye out for people.
They're not in here.
No one.
No, there's no one in here.
Nice.
There's a bunch of ammo and stuff. There's like shit everywhere. You're gonna have to guide me because I can't see where the buildings are.
Okay, walk right behind me. You ready?
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna go in this building here.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna shut the door, and you tell me. You just keep
Okay,
an eye
it's
out.
glitching out so much. Like I'm jumping up and down. Yeah, so far no one. I wish you could see what I can see, because seriously, I'm like, you're hovering, just moving around, getting stuff.
I've seen the glitch before. It's hilarious to see.
So handy.
Yeah, it really is. Because I just need you to stay on lookout to see if people are coming up.
If you see a scope, let me know, because I could use one. Am I like running into walls and stuff?
Right now you are staring at a kitchen stove.
Oh. On the other side of the stove is a shotgun.
Really? Oh yeah, because it's in this room.
Level 1 backpack. No, I'm good. Oh, that's a M16 or something that you're picking up. Whee! Yeah, still no one.
Well, that's good. We'll hole up here until we see where the next circle is going to be.
Am I standing in front of a window or anything? Because
there's a okay, I'll stand where the windows are. There's a window right in front of me.
well, just put me somewhere where
And there's
I'm
a
safe,
window
'cause
right
I
in
just heard a
front of me.
gunshot.
Okay, stand right here. You are surrounded by doors, but no windows. Except
Okay, is
for
there a door
behind
to the
you.
outside?
Yeah, the door right in front of you is outside.
Oh, there's a door in front of me. Okay. Well, gosh, I'll be able to know if anyone's coming then.
Well, yeah, as soon as you see them coming, you just say they're coming, and then you run.
I'll just get my shotgun ready.
Yeah.
Then when they're in front of me, I'll just start shooting.
Yeah.
I feel cheap, but luckily no one's coming yet.
I mean, it's not like you did anything to get this power.
Yeah.
Like, this power was given to you.
Man, this is what it's like to be Superman and being able to see through stuff. It's got to be hard.
Mutation.
Yeah, there's no one around.
All right,
Well, it
we
looks
are
like we're outside.
not in the circle, so we're going to have to move. Knowing that there aren't people around is kind of nice. All right, follow me straight through.
I think I'm stuck on a wall.
Yep,
There we go.
keep coming.
Okay, that was a shot to our west.
Yep, we're going to try and swing around it.
Oh, that was in front of us. I like having semi kind of crappy but decent headphones.
Oh yeah, I'm hearing tons of gunfire.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're up on this hill.
Sounds about right. So far, I don't see anyone. That was to the north.
Okay.
Should we charge up the hill?
I'm always a little worried about charging up the hill, because that's where people try to get, and then they just shoot down at you.
Yeah, but right now they're in perfect position to shoot down at us.
Yeah, but they can't. They have to crest the hill. Okay. Let's move up a little bit and move up into this shade of trees.
And the buttress, just to let you know, 0 chicken dinners have been served so far. This is our first match.
The least amount of chicken dinner ever.
Oh yeah, they're definitely shooting.
I'm in a
Is this
building right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
there's
hear-
a car, motorcycle. I can't tell if I'm if they can see me or not.
Where
Because
are
I
they?
see no building.
What direction?
They're directly in front of me, right there. They got a buddy. He's coming to your right. I'm down. It's right in front of you. There you go. Yeah, you need to warn me buildings. They're still not loading.
Well, I wanted to, but there wasn't time. They were here right when I was trying to.
No worries. No worries.
Okay, you check his stuff. I'll check his buddy's stuff. I need to get bandaged up.
Level 3 backpack. Yeah, I'll swap that. Painkiller, bandage. Lots of ammo, sub ballistic mask.
Okay, I'm gonna go in here real quick. Use my health kit. Drink my energy drink.
I bandaged, energy drink, and I'm painkillering.
Okay, we are just outside of the circle. Ben, I need you to follow me tight because we're.
Hold on 1 second. I'm medkitting too. Sorry. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Are you outside?
Yep.
There's a car coming. It's right on the other end, or like below the cliff.
I'm down.
I don't know if I'm inside or outside.
Just shoot.
I'm dead. That glitch is great and horrible at the same time. Okay, one more.
Yeah, hopefully you have textures.
Or buildings. Okay, we got this. This is the run, John. I'm really trying not to steal from Giant Bomb.
You're failing.
I know. That wasn't the plan. God, this new Twitter look is kind of crappy.
I like it. I think everybody's a bunch of babies.
I just hate that everything has been moved. That's the most annoying thing about it. Just having to relearn the app. I'm running to get a gun, John.
Do it, Ben. Do it.
I got a gun, John. Man, this gun sucks.
Oh, he's got an arrow right in his neck. Gross. Ugh.
Who does?
You.
Oh, jeez, I do. Ah! Oh man, I almost hit F.
Well, the good news is you can't eject yet. It prevents it.
Okay, where are we going? How about right there?
We're going right here. As soon as you can hit
Okay.
F, just pound it. Punch the keys. Instant drop. People are going where we're going.
Oh yeah, they are. Any particular building I should be looking for?
Nope. We're just gonna get in there and fight.
I'm going to try. I'm aiming for the other side of the water tower.
It's much further out than where I'm landing, but that's okay.
Okay, never mind.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna be coming up right on the shore, actually.
Yeah. That is precision dropping. Please let there be something good and no one else here. This is a storage room and sucks. Oh my god. Oh my god, John. Oh my god.
It's super
I did
tense
this
and
so
fun.
wrong. I did this so wrong.
Are there people over by you? Have you seen anyone?
So I hate the delay on when the door opens. My God, there is nothing in this house except for this gun.
I got one guy dead.
Good job.
He had a buddy though, so be on the lookout.
Okay. I'm going to try to kind of make my way to you and keep robbing places on the way. Hello, Machete.
There's a UMP in where I was just now.
This is tense, John.
Man, why couldn't this guy pick up any ammo for the gun I got off of him?
Heading to you. You know what? I don't think anyone really dropped over here. Oh, wait, there's an open house.
Over by you, there's an open house?
Yep.
Interesting. Alright, I'm on my way to you. Because that was definitely not me.
I just passed the open house. Nothing else is open over here. It's the, not this one, but the one on the other side of this house. I'm right behind you. If anything, they're upstairs by this point. If they're still in there.
Yeah.
We're well outside the zone, by the way.
That's fine, there's a boat. We should just go to the boat, actually.
Okay. Is that you?
Yep.
Is this car actually drivable?
I don't know. I thought it was. Might not be.
Hey, everybody, we're not over here. It's cool. Okay, you got his buddy. He's probably terrified now.
He's all by himself. No one is looking, and he's all by himself.
He's all by himself. He's all alone now. He doesn't know where to go. I see the boat. I'm in the boat. Hold on, I'm gonna change seats. Hey, hi buddy. How's it going?
Oh, this is gonna be tough because we have to go around. We gotta book it.
I've got a holographic sight. Oh man. Alright, let's do this. Should I get a boat too?
Nope, because we need to save as much time as we can.
Boat racing. Is that a car out by itself just on that little inlet? Or is
No,
that a house?
It's one of the car-shaped rocks that Scott's always talking about.
Oh, that is a rock.
I always laugh.
Car.
I always laugh at him for thinking that rocks look like cars, but I have to admit those do look like cars.
Hang a right, we're about to cross the border. Oh, different border. Never mind. I was looking at the map wrong.
Yep. That's why I always double check before I listen to your instructions.
Thanks. I think I'm having the potentially the no house deal going on because I see stuff floating.
Oh, good.
I see some houses, so I don't know. It's so easy just to shoot your face right now. Not going to. I'm just saying, it'd be easy. Okay, I see a building and a lighthouse. Wow, we are definitely going to be making landfall in a possibly contested area. Are we just going to hang out in the water for a while?
It's not a bad idea.
Come on, this is our fishing trip. Although I will let you know that we're under half a tank of gas now. So,
Fishing.
fish fighting.
Fishing.
There, now we're fishing in different spots of the boat.
Fishing.
Sploop.
Fishing.
Yeah, there's something over there that's floating. Don't know what it is.
Fishing.
So either this means that we live a lot longer, or when we finally come to shore, everyone's going to know because we're in a boat. Or both. You know, either or.
Yeah. I just want to know because we could go over there or we could be over here, and I would like to know which the circle is going to be more encompassing, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to cross a bridge.
I really don't either. Of course, I don't know if we have... Do we have enough gas to get to the other side?
I don't know.
Georgiopol.
What am I, a gastroenterologist?
Oh, that's funny and not what that is. So did I ever tell you about the fishing trip that my dad took me on? And so it's nighttime. We're sitting around the campfire, and then he tried to have the talk with me.
No.
Yeah, by this point, I was, I think, in 8th grade or something, and we'd already had 3 years of, you know, 3 years of sex ed at that point.
Well,
He very quickly said, "Oh, we talked about that in school."
He tried.
Yeah, I mean, props to him. It's not a knock against him. It was just one of those like, oh, like stereotypical. My dad took me on a fishing trip kind of things.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the circle for you.
Still like pretty evenly split, honestly.
It's gonna end up in Georgia Pole.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a showdown in Georgia Pole.
Should we try and aim for this set of houses?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm looking.
When it's on the outskirts, we can hopefully maybe be able to fight our way in. And that way we'll be kind of close to the bridge if we do need to take it.
I'm going for this beachfront property right here in front of us.
Okay, sounds good.
Leroy Jenkins. Go, go, go.
Let's see. Looks like the doors are open.
Great. Well, they all look closed to me.
I was looking at the windows. I'm gonna take this helmet.
You take that helmet, Ben. Don't
Yeah.
let anybody tell you you can't.
Ooh, thank you, Police Vest. Thank you, Ballistic Mask. Thank you, Broken Water Bottle. I didn't close that door, did I? Oh,
There's
thank
a
you.
level 2 backpack up here if you need it.
I will take it. I will also take a crowbar.
Oh,
no, it's
finally some ammo for my other gun. Hey, by the way, speaking of... Oh,
Car.
car.
They're definitely stopping here. Are you downstairs?
Yep, I'm downstairs. Get on the other side there.
You're by a door to the outside, aren't you?
No, that's a door to a room.
Okay. Yeah, it's close fire. This is where it gets tense. Wow, Malevolent Care Bear, that's really funny.
What'd he say?
It could be Mormons, don't answer the door.
I just want to see what's going on in this room. Stay there in case things go bad. Oh. I hear the car.
Yeah, it's driving away. We're still in the circle, though. Oh, man, it's going to circle in on that bridge. If it keeps shrinking like that.
That's exciting.
I think we're safe. I think they left.
Are you moving around?
That's me. Sorry.
Oh, there's people right outside. They're coming in.
I'm back in my spot. Did the door open?
No, I think it was people driving by that they just shot at.
I thought I heard a click or something. Okay, door's closed.
Oh, there's people approaching on an ATV.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, there's people right outside this room. They're
Well, let
coming
me
in.
see you.
They're coming in.
The door right outside your room?
Yeah, they're just to the side of me right now. They're out in the front yard right now. Okay, there's a plane that's gonna mask sound. I'm shutting the door here. See if I can spot somebody. Okay, I didn't spot anybody. I think they've moved, but they were out in this front yard here. Oh yeah, they're still running around. This sucks. I am trapped in a room with 2 giant windows.
That was close.
Yeah, I think they're in like the front yard right now, actually.
Is that you?
Yeah, I'm moving a little bit, but I heard something else that wasn't me. I think there might be someone in the house. I don't know how they would have gotten in without you seeing them, but...
There's a second door. We're well outside the play zone, by the way.
Shit.
Because there's 2 entrances to the house. There's the one right by your room and then one on the other side. And I'm pretty sure that no one else is in here. The problem is if we try to leave...
We're gonna get shot, but we gotta leave. We only have 1:16, and we gotta book it still.
Okay, should
They
we go
do
around
have
back?
vehicles. We need to check the house.
Okay.
Make a move upstairs. I'll be behind you.
I'm telling you, no one's up there. I went up there earlier.
Oh, okay. Then we're...
Double check, but... Yep, we're safe. We're clear inside.
I'm out front. There's no one out here. They might have moved. Alright. This is gonna suck.
Okay, let's get going. "21 seconds. It's like it doesn't matter if we have a gun out or not if we're dying from the play zone.
Oh, it's coming from the east.
Oh man. It's coming, John. It's like I'm gonna pick people off as
Jeep,
oh, is that
Jeep. We gotta move fast though, because we could get picked off going for it. Hop in.
I am. There we go. Go, 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 go. Almost there.
We're just using this to get within the circle.
Fine, that's fine.
Basically, I mean, wait till I stop, but the goal is to get us into
a bunker because we're gonna die.
halfway decent position.
Yeah. Yeah, they're shooting to our right.
Yep. Get in these bushes.
Yeah.
Safety in bushes.
Oh, we're inside.
Nice.
Are you prone or just crouched?
I'm just crouched.
Okay, 2.
This bush sucks, though. I've got no visibility in it.
Same. Well, in theory, no one will see us either. Okay, I'm going prone. Just so I can... God, I can't see anything in front of me.
Yeah, this super thick bush.
Okay, I can see in front of us. Nothing. Yeah, everybody's holed up in the town, dude. We're gonna have issues. Okay, 1 minute and we gotta move. Everything's south of us. Oh, that's close.
That's super close.
That's to the east.
Yeah. They'll be coming over that mountain right down into us soon.
They coming mountain when they come. I hear a car coming. Super far though.
Just remember your ninja training. Stay in the bush.
Ninja vanish.
This is the dumbest strategy ever. It's so good.
Hey, it's working.
So far.
5 seconds. We're still in the circle.
We do have a car that we can retreat to if the circle's super far away.
I think we're going to be fine.
Careful, don't move, because that made sounds.
Okay. Okay, that's more to the northeast. If that was the same people shooting before, they're far away, we're kind of good. My God, look how small that circle is.
Oh
God.
So close.
That's got to be on top.
Yeah.
Yep, I see people. They're outside the play zone.
It's all right. We'll pick them off if
Coming
they
down.
come down the mountain.
Oh, he might have died. I think he died. Okay, we got to move.
No, we're fine. We don't have to move very far.
Yeah, but we got to get going. Look how close that blue border is. Dude's still alive up there.
Okay, that's what I'm waiting for. I don't want to get shot by him. I don't see him. Where is he?
He is behind the big rocky outcropping.
Oh, I see him.
Okay. I lost him.
Oh,
is that you
somebody?
shooting?
No, that's somebody else near us.
Oh, jeez. I lost him. I don't know where he is now. There he is. Found him. He's at about 210. Oh, come on.
Oh,
buddy.
that
Just...
wasn't even the guy I was looking at. I was looking at a different guy.
He's coming right by us. He's behind the tree.
Right next to me?
Nope. He's behind the tree. The other tree.
I see the tree he's behind.
Get him, get him, get him!
Oh!
Oh,
Who
you're hit
shot
from
me?
2 sides.
Somebody else shot me
Someone else,
altogether.
yeah.
That sucks. Shoot him, don't shoot me. Jerks.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to go with his graphics were probably super low. And that's how he's able to see me, because there were actually no bushes there.
Maybe.
That's my guess.
Bush Strategy 2013. In the year 2017. Alright, gang. Those were 2 good attempts, I feel. I feel strong about those attempts. So I think we'll call it a night there. Ben, before we completely call it a night, do you have any interest in running next door when this all wraps up?
Yeah, so I can get a drink or something for tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll give you a text when I'm on my way. I've got 10% left on my phone, so I should be good.
Cool. See you later, chat room. This is awesome.
Bye,
Thanks
chat
for
room.
joining us. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.